Hey orchestra students, welcome to lesson 19. Today we're learning a very famous piece of music called Ode to Joy. It's written by Beethoven, and it's taken from his most famous symphony, Symphony Number 9. Ode to Joy is a piece that's really themed and centered around unity and brother and sisterhood with all the other people in our lives. It's a piece of music about connection and joy with all other human beings. For class today, you're going to need your instrument, your bow, and you'll be using packet 3 from Google Classroom. If you have a printer at home, I do ask that you print out your packet. I think it makes it a lot easier. You can put it right on your music stand. Otherwise, let's be ready to go in the next few minutes with your instrument, bow, and packet 3 on Google Classroom. Let's do some quick warm-ups before we get into our piece Ode to Joy. Pick up your bow, and let's airbow some patterns together. We'll start with just quarter notes like this. Down, up, down, up. Ready and go. Down, up, down, up. One more time. Ready and go. Down, up, down, up. Very nice. Let's try a new pattern. It goes like this. Long, short, down, lift. Let's try that together. Long, short, down, lift. So it's going to incorporate that arm lift and reset. One more time in the air. Ready and go. Down, up, down, lift. That's a new rhythm pattern for us. And in standard notation, you'll see it written as a dotted quarter note, an eighth note, and a quarter note. Dotted quarter, eighth, quarter. Let's bow some of those patterns on an open string. Starting on our open D, please repeat after me. My turn. My turn. My turn. Lift. My turn. My turn. Down, up, down, lift, go. And come into rest position. We're going to see those rhythms in Ode to Joy, so be on the lookout for those in a minute. Let's play a D scale to get us warmed up with our left hand fingers. Come into playing position, please, in 5, 4, 3, bowing on the D string, 2, hover your first finger, and 1. Let's please play 2 bows per note of the D scale, like this. D, D, E, E. Ready, set, play the D scale now. Into rest position and take a quick break. In Ode to Joy, we're also going to be using a newer fingering. We have learned it in the past, but I want to review it now. It's for your low A, the note, the low A. It's found on the G string of your instrument, performing with your first finger. So you're going to put your first finger on G, and it's going to make the sound of your low A, like this. Can you try that? Put your first finger on the G string on the tape. Pointer finger, it should sound like a low A. One more time. First finger on the G string. Good. Now can you play this little segment after me? D, E, low, A. My turn. Go. D, E, low, A. That's right, so that first finger has to hop across the string. E, A, E, A. A little baby little hop, little bunny hop. One more time, my turn. Go. D, E, A. And there's a bow lift at the end there. Let's come into rest position. Sorry, I cut off the video a little too soon. Come into rest position, please. And let's transition over to packet 3. I want you to find the song called Ode to Joy. Pause and transition and regroup when you're ready. All right, let's look at our first line of Ode to Joy. Please bow in the air with me while we sing the letter names. The letter names are mostly written in your packet, so it should be pretty easy. First note is fees. Please sing an airbow. First line. Ready and sing. Fees, fees, G, A, A, G. Fees, E, D, D, E. Fees, fees, E, E. Lift. Stop right there. New information. Oh my goodness. You're looking at this rhythm at the end of the first line thinking, what is that? That's our dotted quarter, eighth note, quarter note rhythm. And we already bowed that together. It goes like this. Long, short, down, lift. So no need to freak out. That's how the rhythm goes. Long, short, long, lift. That's at the end of the first line. And in fact, you'll see that rhythm actually 3 times in the first line, second line, and the fourth line. Let's bow our open D string for the rhythm of the first line. Please bow your open D, rhythm of the first line. Ready, set, open D, first line. Long, short, long, lift. Easy, easy. Let's try adding our left hand fingers. Starting on a nice F sharp, feast, 2 fingers for violins. 1, 2, play the first line now. Long, short, down, lift. Let's just do the last measure there. Feast, E, E, lift. Ready and go. Quick lift and set. Again, no grandiose arm motion, just nice, quick bow lift, keeping your hand close to the string. Looking now at the second line of Ode to Joy, please airbow and sing the letters. Second line, ready and sing. Fees, fees, G, A, A, G. Fees, E, D, D, E. Fees, E, D, D. Lift. There's that pattern again. Long, short, down, lift. Dotted quarter note, single eighth note, regular quarter note. You can do it. Don't freak out. Just think long, short, down, lift. Long, short, down, lift. Let's bow on our open D string, please, line 2. Just the rhythms, open D. Ready, set, line 2, open D. Here we go. Long, short, down, lift. Let's add our left hand fingers. Second line, F sharp. 1, 2, add the fingers, second line. Long, short, down, lift. Let's just do the last measure of that line. E, D, D, lift. Ready and go. Lift. A quick lift and set. All right. Moving on to the third line. Third line of Ode to Joy. Let's please airbow and sing our letter names. Starting on an E, third line, sing an airbow. Ready and go. E, E, fees, D. E, fees, G, fees, D. E, fees, G, fees, E, D, E, A, lift. There's that low A that we practiced, which is going to be your first finger on the G string. Let's please bow, open D, third line. Bow, open D, third line. Rhythms only. 1, 2, third line, open D. Lift. One more time, just the last measure. Last measure of third line. Ready, open D. Lift. Let's add our left hand fingers. Starting on an E, everybody on your first finger, third line. Ready, set, play the third line now. Lift. Ooh, isn't that so beautiful at the end? D, A, that nice rich sound of our low A. Can you play that much after me? Go. D, E, low A. One more time. Go. D, E, low A. Can you repeat after me this tricky little spot starting on an E? Ready and go. E, fees, G, fees, D. One more time, my turn. Ready, your turn. E, fees, G, fees, D. Next, new spot, my turn. Almost the same, but we end on an E. Your turn, ready and go. E, fees, G, fees, E. My turn. Your turn. E, fees, G, fees, E. Good. Let's take a little pause for a second and moving on to line 4. Line 4, please airbow and sing the notes with me. It is the same as the second line. Line 4, ready and sing. Fees, fees, G, A, G. Fees, E, D, D, E. Fees, E, D, D. Lift. And then at the end of the song, you'll see a repeat sign, those double dots and double bar line. And you'll see in my handwriting on the page, it says repeat whole song. So that means you go back up to the beginning and play the whole song again. Let's bow our open D, please, fourth line. Open D, fourth line. Ready, set, fourth line, open D. Left-hand fingers. Again, this is the same as the second line. Fourth line is the same as the second line. Starting on a fees, F sharp. Ready, set, F sharp. Here we go. Long, short, down, lift. Let's just do the last measure. E, D, D, ready, go. Lift, set. One more time. On the dotted quarter note, don't use too much bow. Keep it in the lower half of the bow. So you can move your arm slow like this. See how I'm really only at the middle, actually still in the low third before I go to the up, down. Don't go all the way out in your bow because you'll feel really uncomfortable and you'll get stuck out here. So stay in the low part of your bow. Play it with me. E, D, D, go. Lift, set. All right, it is time to pause and practice. I want you to play each line a few times until you feel ready to do a whole playthrough. When you're ready for a playthrough, please resume the video and we'll play the whole song. We are here for a playthrough of Ode to Joy found in Packet 3 on Google Classroom. A modification right now, if you are not quite ready to add all of those left-hand fingers in at tempo, a great modification would be to just bow your open D along with me on video at the right pulse. Otherwise, let's do all the whole left-hand fingers come into playing position in 5, 4, 3, 2, put your bow on the D string, and 1. We're playing the whole song Ode to Joy. Ready, set, and here we go. Repeat back to the beginning on your own. All right, orchestra students, I hope that you enjoyed learning our famous piece of music, Ode to Joy. I hope you're keeping up with your practicing. Remember, March Madness is ongoing. I've got some great prizes ready to go in early April. As always, please reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns about your playing right now. I wish you a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.